guys? Welcome back to Pursuit today. I know it's been a little while, but today we're going to be talking about the 2016 Game of the Year. What could it be? It's getting up to the end of the year here. We're almost in December now. Christmas right around the corner. All these new games coming out, like bada bing, bada boom. Now, as far as I know, new games that come out this month and in December do not qualify for Game of the Year. I don't think they are allowed to win. I think they go into the next year's pool, as far as I know. But regardless, we can look back for a little bit of context. 2013 Game of the Year. We got Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds. Honestly, a great game. Yeah, I never played it personally. I've seen the whole thing played. Good game overall. Obviously, to win Game of the Year. Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor was 2014 Game of the Year. That game I do own and I have played. I played it back in 2014. Amazing game. I was very on board when they won Game of the Year. It was an amazingly well-made game. I believe you can pick it up now for like very cheap, like maybe $10 probably, and it's still an amazing game. So if you haven't played Shadow Mordor, you don't have to give a shit about Lord of the Rings at all. It's still an amazing game to play if you have no idea. I've never even seen Lord of the Rings in their entirety, and I love the game. And then last year's Game of the Year was somehow The Witcher 3.
You help me, dearie. Bring an old widower pan.
You should wait here, just in case.
I already found the pan.
Priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Here,
There you
your
go.
frying pan.
Beat the game.
Mine? But mine were black with soot.
Don't ask me how that happened, but I guess Witcher 3. I never believe Bloodborne was a runner-up. That game's quite good, but it's also, I don't think, Game of the Year material. But The Witcher 3 was somehow Game of the Year last year, so there's that. I mean, it has a fucking 10 out of 10 on Steam and like a 9.3 from IGN and a 10 by GameSpot. But I've seen the game. Not a fan, but I mean, that's just me. It won Game of the Year last year, so there's that. Now, this year, you maybe wonder, what are our nominees this year for Game of the Year? The best game that's come out. Now, as far as nominees go, we have 5 runner-ups for Game of the Year. Obviously, no winner yet. I'm not 100% sure. I believe it's in December 1st, I believe, are the Game Awards. So you'll find out the winners and blah, 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 December 1st. Coming up, couple days. Two days? Coming up. But for nominees, we have Doom, Inside, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Now, I have played 3 out of these 5 games. I've seen Inside, and I've obviously seen Titanfall 2. Now, let's just start at the top with Doom. I actually just bought Doom yesterday because it's on sale. I think it's probably done now that you're seeing this, sorry. But PS4 was on sale for like 70% off or something for Cyber Monday. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. I've been playing it a little bit. I dropped a couple hours into it this weekend. It's pretty fun. I gotta say, it's actually, it's an enjoyable time. It looks really nice, and it's got a really great feel to the game. I never have played the original Doom. It was a little before my time. But it's a fun game. I gotta say, Doom's really put together. I don't know about Game of the Year, though. Maybe like single-player shooter of the year, but I don't know. Of course, there's separate categories for everything, but for complete Game of the Year, I don't think Doom's got it. Inside, as far as I'm concerned, Inside is just what's the game called? Limbo. Inside is just Limbo, reskinned. It's obviously by the makers of Limbo, so I sound like an asshole when I say that, but it's basically, they just took Limbo and expanded upon it, changed what it looked like, blah, yada, yada. Still a great game, a very well put together game. But also, I'm thinking a 2D side-scroller, I don't think that's Game of the Year, Overwatch. Now, Overwatch, I don't think I've ever said how much I've played Overwatch before on this channel, but I don't make videos of it because, in my opinion, Overwatch is one of the most boring things to look at. Like, to watch, so boring. But to play is completely different, in my opinion. Overwatch is one of those rare things where it's like, you just don't want to look at it. I just don't like watching Overwatch. Like, their pro scene is so boring. It's just ridiculous. But that's beside the point. That's why I've never used Overwatch as background gameplay, but I've actually downed hundreds of hours into the game. I was, top 600. I was like 1 win away from top 500 this season, and season 1 I was top 10%. I enjoy the game a lot. I really enjoy the competitive scene. I do fairly well, as master rank, up in the top ranks. It's good stuff. But it's not game of the year. I mean, it's just a online fucking multiplayer shooter. Like, that's literally all it is. If they would fucking get their act together and make a campaign or separate campaigns for characters, listen to anything that the people who play the game say, then maybe Blizzard would have Game of the Year, but it's not Game of the Year. If Overwatch wins Game of the Year, fuck me. I will take my Overwatch disc, whip it into the sunset, and never touch that bitch again, I swear to God. Overwatch does not deserve Game of the Year. Maybe online multiplayer shooter of the year. Maybe that, COD's garbage. Then again, Battlefield 1 is also very good, but Overwatch, it's not Game of the Year. Don't even try with that shit. Don't even have a fucking campaign. Sorry about that one. Titanfall 2 is our next runner-up for Game of the Year. Now, from what I've heard, I've never played Titanfall because Titanfall 1 was only for Xbox, as far as I know. But Titanfall 2 is not. It's on all platforms, but I have not played it, and I've heard good things from Titanfall 2. It's supposed to be a great game. It's supposed to be really well put together. I heard the campaign is actually like amazing because I believe Titanfall 1 didn't even have a campaign. They just went all online, which isn't really a bad thing to do, but it's just like there could be more. When you pay full price for a game, you kind of want all of the game. There's some people out there that they don't even care about the online multiplayer. They just buy a game for the campaign, for the experience of playing a game. Some people don't have hours to down on online. They come home after work, they want to play a good campaign. And Titanfall 2, as far as I know, delivers on that with a great campaign and an also all-around great online shooter, as far as I know. I've been interested in getting Titanfall 2, but I never played the first one, and after the run they had with, like, a lot of people not a fan of the first game, I don't know, I'm hesitant. Probably when it goes on sale, like I have been, I'll probably pick it up, maybe, but our final Game of the Year nominee, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Now, Uncharted 4 I did play. I enjoyed very much. It was a great campaign experience. It was really good. They're online even quite good, surprisingly. Surprisingly. In the first, or not the first, obviously, in Uncharted 3, I've played every Uncharted that goes way back, Uncharted 3, the online was not too great. It was fun. The co-op was fun. The online, though, was kind of eh. It was alright. There were still problems with co-op even. Like, it was eh. You could tell they cared a lot about the single player. And then they just kind of, we should probably give them some kind of multiplayer, And it was alright. It was just okay. With Uncharted 4, they did step it up a lot. I enjoyed the multiplayer quite a bit. I liked their, customization aspect. And they did a good job with all the different things they had to work with. But when you play an Uncharted 4, when you play Game of the Year, you're looking for probably the experience you get, and Uncharted 4 single player is insanely good. I mean, yeah, you can tear apart any single player these days, really. Like, it is a little meh at parts, but I also did, as an overall experience, really love Uncharted 4 now. A lot of people would say it's an overrated game. It gets always any Uncharted that comes out, it's like boom, 9 out of 10, boom, 9.5 out of 10. They've been out for like 2 days. That's a 9 out of 10. It's pretty much what always happens. But there's something to be said about that as well. If you can release a game and just know you're gonna hit that 9, because they do put a lot of. It's a very well put together game series. Like, they're all great. Even now, to play the first or second one, it's actually still pretty good on the old PS3. But so for me personally, Game of the Year, I would probably have to go with Uncharted. I'm not just saying that because I love PlayStation, yada yada. I can't be an overall this is it, because I haven't played Titanfall 2. I haven't played Inside. All I know is Overwatch sure doesn't fucking deserve to win. Sorry, I don't mean to rip into Overwatch. It's just I don't know why they're on the Game of the Year list. I mean, yeah, they got a lot of players, they got a lot of fans, they got a great fan community, they got a big dealio that, Overwatch, holy cannoli, Blizzard made a good game for once. Yeah, but it's not Game of the Year material. Uncharted 4, Titanfall 2, even Doom, could be any of them. For me, I'm gonna have to go with Uncharted 4 personally. Now, leave. What do you think? What do you think's gonna be game of the year? That's it for me for today. There are a lot of other nominations and things that can win. Doesn't just have to be game of the year. You got game direction, you got narrative, art direction, best music, best performance, best independent game, handheld game, VR, and then it goes into all the subcategories. Action, racing, fighting, yada yada yada. So if the game you love and you adore isn't on this game of the year list, they could be on the separate categories list. I will of course link the nominees for the game of the year for the Game Awards 2016. I'll of course link that in the description. Go look if your game is there. Yeah, so that's it, guys. For me, it's Uncharted. I gotta go with Uncharted now. What do you think? Do you think Doom has it? Do you think Inside has it? Overwatch, Titanfall, Uncharted? Do you think I'm completely wrong about Overwatch? Do you think I'm just a fucking idiot? You put that in the comments down below. Comment who do you think will be game of the year, I could be wrong. Most likely I am. I got a 1 in 5 chance here, but that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're looking forward to the Game Awards. I think I might make one more video about the Game Awards, probably after the Game Awards, so that I'm not completely wrong about everything. But I don't know, my guesses probably like game direction, I'd have to go Battlefield 1 or Doom or Uncharted. Narrative, probably Mafia 3. I enjoyed the single player Mafia 3 a lot. Art direction, Overwatch might actually have a chance for art direction. They do have great maps and characters, and they have really great put together. I could see Overwatch winning art direction. But Inside could do it. Abzu could as well. Music, probably like Res Infinite. Battlefield 1's got really good music. Performance, best actor performance, probably the main nigga from Mafia 3 was pretty good. I believe Elena, Nathan, and Sam from Uncharted all are up for nominees, so it's like 3 out of 5 nominees for performance are Uncharted. Yeah, best independent game could go to Firewatch or Inside. The Witness also I've seen is a very good game. Mobile handheld games, I don't think anyone gives a shit, but Monster Hunter was actually really good this year. Pokemon Go I believe is nominated for that, and if they win that, it goes right along with Overwatch. They can just fuck right off. Pokemon Go does not deserve to win anything. Okay, maybe like fastest fucking scam way into people's phones ever made, like fucking day one they get downloaded 1 billion times or whatever the fuck. As far as game goes, Pokemon Go doesn't deserve shit. They need to get their act together just like Overwatch, It's not a complete game in my opinion, but it's still fun, so they could win. Best VR, I believe, is also a thing. Batman probably will win. Job Simulator, in my opinion, should win though. And I think that's it before it breaks into subcategories. So I don't know. Those are my quick, surefire, just bop guesses for fucking what's gonna win. I will revisit the Game Awards December 2nd after they have been held. We'll see who wins. I believe it's in Microsoft Theater in LA, and it's also being live streamed, I believe. So I think 8:30 p.m. Eastern time is the pre-show, and then 9 p.m. Eastern time is the event itself. I know no one really gives a fuck. You don't care. No one cares about the show itself. You just want to Google after, be like, who won the Game Awards? So, I will handle that for you. December 2nd, we'll go over the winners. Alright, guys. That's been it. That's been the look at the Game Awards 2016, at the Game of the Year 2016 nominees. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.